Nobody introduced him to a billionaire. Nobody connected him to power. No rich uncle. No shortcuts. He grew up watching his mother count coins late at night, whispering numbers like prayers, hoping they would somehow multiply. Some days, food was enough. Some days, it wasn't. And from a very young age, he learned something most children never should: life doesn't care if you're ready. School didn't feel like a place of opportunity. It felt like exposure. Torn shoes, an empty lunchbox, and the quiet, heavy shame of pretending everything was fine. He'd listen as other kids talked about their vacations, new clothes, and big dreams, while his own dreams felt too expensive to even have. But here's the thing, poverty wasn't what almost destroyed him. It was the insidious voice inside his head, the one that kept repeating, "People like you don't escape this." For a long time, he believed it. He saw the world divided into two camps, the haves and the have-nots, those with connections and those without. He was firmly in the second camp, and it felt like a life sentence. He spent years feeling trapped, bitter, and invisible. The world seemed to move on without him, a blur of success and opportunity that was always just out of reach. He saw others getting ahead, not because they were smarter or worked harder, but because they knew someone. It felt profoundly unfair. Then one day, and there was nothing dramatic about it, no lightning strike, no winning lottery ticket, no sudden inheritance, just a thought appeared. It was a simple thought, but it refused to leave his mind. What if the problem isn't where I started, but how I'm thinking? That single question became a crack in the wall of his despair. It was the first time he considered that maybe, just maybe, he wasn't a victim of his circumstances, but a prisoner of his own mindset. That question changed everything. He made a decision. He stopped waiting for help that was never going to come. He stopped hoping some influential person would magically notice him and give him a chance. He stopped asking the question, "Who do I know?" and started asking a much more powerful one, "What can I learn?" He had no mentors to guide him. He had no fancy tools or expensive courses. What he did have was time, the same 24 hours everyone else gets. He had hunger, a deep, gnawing desire for a different life. And he had pain, a constant reminder of what he never wanted to go back to. Those were his resources. And he decided they were enough. So, he started to learn, slowly, quietly. Often failing. He'd spend hours in the library, devouring books on skills he knew nothing about. He'd watch free tutorials online, pausing and rewinding until the concepts finally clicked. He replaced celebrity gossip with industry knowledge. He worked while his friends were out having fun. He practiced his new skills when nobody was watching, when there was no one to clap for him. Those years were incredibly lonely. People laughed at his efforts. Some told him he was dreaming too big, that he should be more realistic. Others said he was wasting his youth, chasing something impossible. It's hard to keep going when the world around you is skeptical, when even the people you care about don't understand your vision. The silence can be deafening. But when you have no connections, something powerful and unexpected happens. You learn to rely on consistency. Consistency becomes your superpower. It's the one thing you can control. You can't control who you know, but you can control what you do every single day. So, day after day, he showed up. Mistake after mistake, he got sharper. Failure after failure, he grew more resilient. Result after result, he slowly but surely became valuable. He wasn't just working, he was building. He was building skills, building a portfolio, building a reputation brick by painful brick. And here's the truth most people don't want to hear, the one that disrupts the popular narrative about networking: connections don't create success. Value attracts connections. Think about that for a second. We're so obsessed with networking, with getting into the right rooms, with shaking the right hands. But what if we have it all backward? What if the real key is to become so good at what you do that the right people have no choice but to find you? Opportunities didn't suddenly start knocking on his door because he got lucky. They showed up because his work started to speak for him. The quality of what he produced became his introduction. One small project, done exceptionally well, led to a referral for a slightly bigger one. One person impressed by his skill told another. One door opened the next. It wasn't an overnight explosion of success, it was a slow, steady, inevitable burn. Today, people look at his life, and they see the end result. They see the success, the freedom, the confidence. And they make assumptions. They say things like, "You're so lucky," or "You must know someone important," or the most common one, "You must have had help." They don't see the nights he stared at the ceiling, wanting to quit, convinced he was a fool. They don't see the years when absolutely nobody believed in him, including, at times, himself. They don't see the brutal, relentless discipline it took to keep going with no applause, no encouragement, no guarantee of a reward. They only see the highlight reel, not the behind-the-scenes struggle. He's wealthy now, but his wealth isn't just measured in money. That's just a byproduct. The real wealth is that he owns his time. He decides what his day looks like. He owns his decisions, free from the need to please a boss or a client he doesn't respect. Most importantly, he owns the unshakable confidence that comes from knowing, deep in his bones, that he built this himself. No one gave it to him. No one can take it away. And if you're watching this right now thinking, "This sounds like me. I don't have the connections. I don't have the rich family. I don't have the Ivy League degree." Good. Let me say that again. Good. Because what you have is a clean slate. You have the opportunity to build something real, something undeniable. Skills can take you to places that connections never will. Consistency can replace privilege. And discipline can outwork luck every single day of the week. Where you start does not define where you end. Your background, your zip code, your family name, that's just the starting point on the map. It's not the destination. What you do daily, consistently, with focus and intention, that is what writes the rest of your story. That is what determines your destination. Your journey might be harder. It might be lonelier. It will definitely take longer, but the foundation you build will be solid steel. Not hollow promises. You will become the connection. You will become the opportunity. If this story feels close to your life, if it resonates with where you are right now, let me know in the comments. I read them all. Subscribe for more real stories about growth, money, and building a life on your own terms. Your story isn't over yet. It's just getting started. Thanks for watching.